What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Elude Stalwart playing the World of Warcraft Legion Project release? Battle for Argus episode 16. A little bit of muscle memory kicked in from the Project Ascension server intro there. Uh, Today we're going to be playing Psycocrusha, and he's pretty much baselined. I think I got him where I want him to be. We've unlocked the new look for his arms weapon here. I need to turn this down just a little bit. But yeah, he's done doing everything that he's needed for the Repurposed Fel Focuser, so now he has that buff that he can cast on himself every 15 minutes that works kind of like a battle elixir and kind of like a guardian elixir. That's what's replacing the Crystal of Insanity that I've had since Mist of Pandaria. And I thought it was important for me to go for this expansion because the one that I had from Mist of Pandaria I've used in every expansion up until now. So I don't know if each expansion after MOP, or I guess it would just be what, Warlords of Draenor after Mist of Pandaria. Like I wasn't sure if WoD actually had a version of this, but I know Legion does, and I went out of my way to get it because even in the Battle for Azeroth, the next expansion, this thing's gonna still be useful because it's like having a raid buff on, and it like never expires. You can just use it every 15 minutes, I think. And then also, he's well on his way to getting his class hall mount because he's finished all his class order hall campaign stuff. I'm not sure what the prereqs are to get the mount, but I should be pretty close at this point to obtaining it. We left off on the Vindicar. We got the Sick Wep. It's 929 currently with level of 62, artifact level of 62. It's not very high, but I'm going to start doing a lot more work into Psycocrusha, so I think he's going to be the main that I go into like Mythics and raids and stuff like that with. He's currently sitting at an equipped item level of almost 910. So off all the gear that he uses in this spec, that's about where his item level is. I do have a legendary, but that's a legendary for my prot spec. So I'd like to switch that out with the DPS equivalent. I like having prot because I can go out and do stuff in the world by myself if I wanted. And it's always useful for like running a quick dungeon and getting a quick queue out of the way if I wanted to do something PvE related. Here's that Repurposed Fel Focuser. I bound it to my F1 key. It increases strength, agility, and intellect by 500 and stamina by 750. And that lasts for an hour. I've currently still got 40 minutes left on the last time I buffed myself with it. But it's only a 15-minute cooldown. And it essentially replaced this Crystal of Insanity that I was using that increases all my stats by 57 for an hour for a 15-minute cooldown. So it's the same thing, like it's just the Legionfall version. And you can see in the tooltip there it says requires armies of Legionfall revered, and the source written there in green says Nether Shards 7,500. So I actually had to spend 7,500 Nether Shards on buying that once I hit revered with armies of Legionfall, and I got that from the Broken Shore. So I think Deliverance Point is the name of the island here. So just like right here in Deliverance Point, there's a vendor there that sells it, and I may be headed out there. I don't know if I actually need to, but I may be headed out there to kill some of these rares. I remember I was killing these rares to get my Mark of Centenax. I found a quick way to get that quest done with just using your group finder. But yeah, that's mostly what I was focused on yesterday, and I did mostly all day yesterday on the chill stream. And that video is still up, but I'm going to probably remove it a little later because it's got copyright like all over it because I was streaming music. But I figured I'd go back to my normal broadcast schedules, doing my normal episodes and stuff. This guy failed. Oh, he's only 108. No, he did a 108 mission. How did he fail that? He failed this one. I may have just been sending him out for the XP. Yeah, that was the only one that was required. A championing of our cause. So this should be the last barrier to getting my mount. I can actually go pick that up now, I bet. Free the Tormented. Tomb of Sargeras. Let's check it out. Cache of Fell Treasures if I go to the Heroic Tomb of Sargeras. Oh, that's actually Heroic Tomb of Sargeras, though. I would have to actually... Let's go check it out. Let's go check our class order hall. And I want to make sure... I think... Yeah, I don't need... I'll come back to the Nether Crucible. Pink Rose! Hey, how's it going, Pink Rose? Pink Rose says, "Hi, Elude. How's you doing today?" "I'm doing well. How about yourself? You doing good? Playing Legion? Got your 30 days reinstated on your main account?" Man, I wish we could play. I really hope that the communities feature that they add in Battle for Argus allows us to play cross clients NA to EU. I was thinking too, like maybe we should set aside a day like Thursdays or Fridays or Saturdays and Sundays or something where we do some Neverwinter streams. Because you said your laptop can run Neverwinter now, right? I think that'd be cool. I was pretty hardcore into trying to stay focused on just WoW and getting enough gold to get WoW to pay for itself. But I've already decided I'm not going to do that. I'm probably just going to hone in on 1 or 2 tunes. Because it's kind of a problem I'm having with this expansion is I have so many tunes that I can literally spend all day just like not doing anything. Pigro says, "Be right back, need a coffee." And yes, yeah, I got my coffee here today too. I normally try to like, I'll take breaks from coffee. But today I felt like I needed to get some coffee, get a little kick. That Dalaran loading screen though. I want to try to get back into my normal episodes. This is episode 16, so I want to try to keep consistent with these, but the holiday schedules always make it hard. That's what I'm kind of battling right now. We normally house sit. We have some friends that go traveling during the holiday season, so we volunteer to watch their dogs for them. I don't even know what kind of dogs. It's like one's a German Shepherd type mix, the other one's a Rottweiler. I think it's just a Rottweiler, and the smaller dog, I don't even know what that dog is. Maybe a Pekingese? Like, no, it's not a Pekingese, it's something else. We went and checked on them this morning. Okay, so what are we doing? We got Val'Sharah is up and under attack. I can go get some shards if I wanted. I still need to do the weekly. I'm gonna hit up my class order hall first, I think. This stuff's not a huge priority, but if Psycocrusha is gonna be my main, I may want to amass some nether shards. I'm not sure why yet, but maybe the vendor will sell something kind of neat other than the Repurposed Fel Focuser. I think I should devote more of my time on Argus like based objectives. Alright, so championing our cause. Where does this turn in? Hearthstone? What? I gotta go to Dalaran? Okay, so whatever this was back there. So I guess I'll go back to Dalaran. Maybe it's in the Violet Citadel. I'm gonna look at another Dalaran load screen here. Alrighty. Where to? Talk to Alundale, White Cloud, and fly to Azuna? Oh, this turns into Azuna? No, that can't be right. Get out of here. Championing our cause. Okay, so the Broken Shore. That makes sense. I should have just went to the Broken Shore then. Like This Dougie, man, it doesn't recognize whenever you're traveling or you're moving around. It doesn't always get rid of waypoints that aren't relevant. I kind of miss Carbonite because of that, because Carbonite would always just point you in the nearest direction. And back when Carbonite was really good, it would actually even tell you like the quickest way to get from one continent to the other. Like it would tell you to take certain flight paths or boats or zeppelins or something. Looks like that Centenax is right over Deliverance Point. I wonder if that thing like teleports or moves all at once, or like I wonder how this thing relocates, or if maybe it's slowly moving all the time. It doesn't look like it's moving. Another reason why my streams haven't been so consistent lately is because my graphics settings have been weird and the internet connection's been weird as well. Championing our cause. Okay, so that's complete. We got 15,000 resources from that and another quest here. The fell storm continues to rain demon scum upon these shores. Kil'jaeden believes his army infinite, his resources are inexhaustible, but we'll show him how wrong he is. Cut a swath of retribution through their ranks, battle lords. Strike them down demon after demon until your weapons are bathed in their blood, and when they cry out for mercy, send them screaming back to the nether. Slay 100 demons on the broken shore. Sure, don't mind if I do. I actually enjoy slaying demons. Let's see what's inside this chest they gave us. A bottomless flask. Okay. Legit. I'll take it. And we're buffed with our Fel Focus right now, so we're getting 500 strength, agility, and intellect, and stamina. Oh, demonic portal entered. Let's see if this counts for those. So that's order resources. Ooh, the Dread Soul. You think this will count towards our 100? It should, right? Yep, that counted. That was one. Oh shit, we got ourselves a... Ooh. We got ourselves a Fel Succubus. Ted has sent a demon to assist you. Nice. There's a way for the Warlock to get a Fel Succubus. It's like a quest chain or something. So we need to kill 8 of these and then Pal the Karzane slain. And we could take our time killing these 8 too, because, or we can kill more than just the 8, because that's going to contribute to our other quest as well. Okie dokie, looks like we need to go downstairs. Bring this guy with us. This is the dude we need. The named Ragaga. You done, son. Work complete.
Yes. Not so fun to be receiving end, is it? Legion scum.
She's pretty excited about that. I think she's one of the Warlock followers. From the Warlock class order hall, I think that's who that was. Shinfel Blightsworn? Yeah, that's the lady. I remember unlocking her on Lock Soul. Okay, now we gotta go kill 89 more demons. Where are we gonna get these? We could just do quests. I'm sure that I'll get them just by doing these. Yeah, we'll knock a few birds out with the same stone here. Come on, group up. Yep, yep. Ow. Ow. Alright, popping the cooldowns. And spin to win. Take that. Oh yeah. I'm really beginning to dig arms. It's a pretty fun spec to play. It's not as complicated as Fury, which, I mean, Fury is really just about staying enraged all the time. And I think I could learn that. But arms, I find, synergizes, gear-wise at least, a lot better with prot. So even if you go full bore arms geared, you could still lend benefit to a prot spec. I may actually switch to being more single target oriented. Because currently I got sweeping strikes, which is like cleavy, double time. I like the idea of trauma as well, being able to put a stacking bleed on people. So I may actually switch some of these around. Titanic might be interesting. But it's all situational. Like, I think you're really supposed to move your talents depending on what you're doing. I'm kind of trying to set myself up for Mythics. I think being more of an AoE cleavy kind of spec would offer itself to Mythics a little bit more than just being like single target focused. But it really depends on the dungeon, I guess. Like if you're going for a keystone, like a plus whatever 15 or 16 type mythic, you should probably spec appropriate to that specific mythic. Like Neltharion's Lair has a lot of AoE, so it could be beneficial to go more of an AoE spec for that. But I think that should also be dependent on like the modifiers. I've been like speculating and thinking about like how I would roll, because I don't know anything about Mythics yet. I've ran a few, but I've never really taken it very seriously. So I'm going to be very noob and very much learning whenever I do hop into anything. But I'm excited to learn. Is this a rare? Ooh, I'm down to kill a rare. There's a rogue tanking. Wow. What is that? Something's stacking there. It shows 2 on execute for some reason. Alright, so what's next? Fel slag? War material? I know there's like a spot over here with some imps and like an imp mother. I could probably get done with this 100 pretty quickly. But it's probably better to get the Legionfall war supplies. I need to actually check that vendor and see if there's any benefit to getting like exalted rep. Because that's really, that's what I would be contributing towards. Oh, I see. Oh no, I aggroed a big one. He's a monk. Oh, I might die here. Please don't kill me. I guess if I need a heal, I can just go and kill a little guy. Try not to stand in front of that Fist of Fury. Oh, that took a lot of health. Let's get some little guys. That shit. Sun rising kick, that hurts. Try to get some more. Oh my goodness. Try to get some more. I need to kill them one at a time. I'm killing like a bunch of them at once for some reason. It's because my cleaviness. There we go. See, if I can kill them one at a time, I can refresh my impending victory, or my victory rush better. Looks like we got some help. Let's get over here, kill this guy real fast. There we go. Whew. That was close. Oh, nice. So we finished that world quest too at the same time. That was pretty rough. We had to actually like use the little guys to kill to refresh our victory rush. And even that was starting to get pretty rough. Second win, restores 7 health per second every 1 second when you're not taking damage for 5 seconds. That could be good. Defensive stance? Oh, right. Reduces all damage you take by 20 and all damage you deal by 10 until cancelled. Defensive stance, I wonder where that would have its merits. I remember playing with that before. What I'm looking for is the other specs have impending victory, where victory rush isn't only usable after you kill somebody, like you can use it more often than that. I don't have access to it in arms, I guess, though. Alright, so I'm looking for Void Weavers specifically here. I wonder if this Void guy will count as a demon. He does. Okay. So where's the Eridar Void Weavers? We need 3 of those guys. There's 1. I think there's 3 just around the circle here. Yeah, here we go. There's the 3rd. Now Void expunged. Let's get a bunch of these little ones. Even some bigger ones. That put us up to 92%. This group right here should be the last group. There we go. Eliminating with impunity Darkstone imps. So we'll need 30 imps here. We're at 64 demons slain on the broken shore. So this will probably put us at 100 actually. Oh, let me get these. Come to me. Ah, they disappeared. Oh shit. They like all were fleeing whenever I did my AoE there. Screw those guys. Let's go this way. That's all we gotta do here. Man, I can't seem to keep up with these guys. There we go. So that did the world quest and the 100 demon slain for us. And we have one more Broken Shore world quest remaining. Watch, I'm going to turn this in and it's going to be like complete so many Broken Shore world quests. And I'm going to be like, no! Welcome back, Pink Rose. I think I'm about to unlock my class order hall mount.
What is your report?
So this is going to give us 5,000 nether shards. Breaching the tomb and strike them down complete. I think that's everything I can do here. Oh, this Valajar here. What does he say? Battle Lord Psycocrusha. Odin has requested an audience with you. Meet him at your earliest convenience. Okay. Let's donate to this thing. We'll get the Nether Disruptor up. And that'll give us rep, which I need to check why I need rep. So we've already gotten the Repurposed Fel Focuser from getting revered and getting 7,500. We could also get a Legion Pocket Portal, which opens a portal to a dangerous Legion world. And then the Tabard, and then a Legion Invasion Simulator. Those are exalted. This right here, Grimoire of Lost Knowledge. Open your followers page and use this to grant them 6,000 XP directly. Oh, this is specifically to a champion though. This could be useful for just boosting your champion rate up. Creative champion equipment. So, yeah, probably those. The tabard would be nice. Just to have something extra. And then I'd probably get the invasion simulator too if I could afford it. 25,000 nether shards is quite a bit. Pink Rose said nice. Yeah, let's go check it out. Let's go see if we got that mount. At least now we know what the purpose of nether shards is. It's not really anything I would normally go out of my way for. But the fact that they're bound on account, that's pretty good. So that would seem to me like I'd probably want to get as much rep as I could with the furthest person along. I think that is Psycocrusha. And then once I get all the rep, I need to get a bunch of nether shards to buy those things. And that'll be something everybody could use. Here it is, Battle Lord's Bloodthirsty Worm. I'm ready. Okay, so we got to do a trial to get it. This is our class order hall mount. Defeat your first opponent. Okay. And people saluting. Yep, badass coming through. Excuse me. I don't know why it keeps putting that tabard on. Let's update. There we go. Looks like we gotta fight Darmul the Strunk. He's strunk. Uh-oh. Cinematic. So this is the Warrior Class Hall mount. Damn rule the strunk. Strunk AF. Alright, let's do it. Let's do him dirty. Let's interrupt that. Oh shit, it's getting real. I might want to pull him out of the schmutz there. OMG. He almost died. Oh, hey. Oh, he's gonna give me some stuff I could use. Instantly generates rage, armor. Oh, okay. I don't think I need it. I think I can beat this guy now that I know I need to interrupt that thing he does. I don't know about the schmutz on the ground, if that's important to keep him out of. It almost seems like I can kill him without having to worry about that. We got three groups here, though. Let's see what the next one is. Or no, let's focus this guy. We'll get him. I challenge you. Alright, we saw that. Let's go. Just go ham on him. Look, suffering nature damage. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. You can range that, but it's probably better to interrupt him. And I don't have any way of healing myself right now. I got a big heal from Mortal Strike just now, though. Interrupt it. Okay. Come this way, buddy. Okay. Got that guy. Let's eat some of these foods we have here. We actually have a Legion chili. I'm gonna eat this Legion chili. I've had this in my bags forever. Now I'm finally gonna use it. Gives me 100 and a stat for an hour, it says. So we got haste increased by 100. I don't have any consumables, but our buddy over there had some like health potions and stuff. Maybe we'll grab that. It only costs order resources. So we got a rage potion, which is like a damaging thing. Can I get a bunch of these? Oh, unique 5. Okay, I'll buy 5. Yep. And then these are unique 5. We'll get 5 of these. Only usable in the Trial of Rage scenario and the Broken Isles. Ah, okay. So we got a DPS cooldown here. Put that on 4. And we got a healing potion, which I guess we'll put that on 7. Omanawaka Steelhoof. You know, I could probably go tank and just like trivialize this too. Omanakwa Steelhoof. I have a feeling it can. Alright, here we go. Oh, don't run into that, I guess. Shield throw. Little schmutz I could stand out of. Oh, and he had to pick his shield up after he threw it. Alright, we can get out of the way of that pretty easily. How? I wasn't far enough away, apparently. Not doing much damage, are you, buddy? There's a shield throw. Stun him and get some damage in on him while he's trying to get his shield. Alright, let's time. We're going to get way away from there. Shield throw. See there, I rooted him while he was headed to his shield, so he got there slower. Didn't really matter because I pretty much took care of him before that. Alright, so this looks like a melee? Asria Moonblade? Azrea? Blade, not a staff. Okay, so this is going to be a melee, not a caster. Well, we're going to find out. Bring it, Azrea. Oh shit, stay away from that. Made some other swirlies around the area too. Looks like if we just stay far enough away, we don't have to worry about it. Although I could be mistaken. It looks like we might need to cut in. Go, 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 go! Okay, yeah, those stay, I guess. Looks like that whirlwind's pretty much what they do, though. I got my own whirlwind for that. Oh, get away, get away. Oh, I may have overextended there. No, no, we're okay. Just need to find an opening big enough to cut through. We got our leap. Let's go in to the eye of the storm. And we're in execute range now. I will not yield to the likes of you. Well, had to kill you. Huh? So step onto a rune and aspirant deer. Oh, here it is. Thyri? Who's Thyri? Oh no. It's one of Odin's like elite guard type. Oh, Ire. Aspirant Thyri. As long as she don't have some kind of a cheat mechanic, we should be fine. Path of Ire. Oh, we just had to get out of that. There's another one. Some swords spinning around the area. They're doing what Odin does with their AoE thing. Oh, look at that. That's kind of cool looking. Looks like we just stay mobile and we'll win. Just stay mobile. Oh, if we don't defeat her in a certain amount of time, we could run out of space to fight her. Oh shit. Alright, we're good. That's one. Here's another charge. We're gonna hamstring her so she's not as fast. Oh, more swords. Let's keep on throwing these heroic tosses at her. More swords. She's in execute range. Let's finish it. You done. Yeah, buddy. Let's do it. Let's head back and see what we get. Yay, Psycocrusha, you did it. Let's go get the mount. That's crazy considering this guy was just leveled in like the last week or so. The Battle Lord's thirsty or bloodthirsty yeah. Jeez. Uh-oh, fanfare. Look at him. Like a walking muscle covered in metal. There it is. Thanks, Picros. Picros said, "Gratitude." He made it submit and then he mounted it. Nice. Alright, so that's now my mount. I'm going to pull that out. Thank you, Odin. Think I just did. Where is it? There it is. There it is. Here it goes. Ooh, look at him. Yeah. That thing looks nasty. Yeah, buddy. Let's go fly it. Look, he's ready. He wants to go fly it. Psycocrusha looks happy. This thing is cool looking.
I serve a greater power.
Put me down on the broken shore. Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna try it out. I like the way he summons it too. He gets that like little blood animation. Raw. There it is. Oh, cool. Check out the tools on the back. He's got all kinds of weapons and armor and shit. Ready for war. Yippee! Nice. Well done. Okay, so we got Court of Ferrandis and the Kirin Tor on Emissary. I might want to go to Argus and see what they got there. Psycocrusha has done all of the stuff. He's done all of the things now. Pink Rose says it looks cool. Hell yeah, I think it looks badass. And then he calls it out a special way. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. In an hour and 45 minutes, we'll have another champion. So we can have 2 active champions with the warrior once that's complete. And I found out today I could do the nether shard thing to level those champions up. And I gotta get 2 traits on the crucible in whatchamacallit, in the Vindicar. No special skin unlocked from completing the warrior stuff. Still got the same kind of stuff. Balance of power, the victor spoils. Actually, that looks kind of cool. The PvP sword. Yeah, that's pretty legit. This is the one I would get if I did the mage tower on the warrior. That's pretty neat looking. I would want to defeat Heroic Kill Jaden, I think. You know, I don't think it'd be too hard to defeat Heroic Kill Jaden. I say that having never actually attempted to kill Jaden on anything but LFR, but I think you could find a group for it and watch a video or something and be well enough equipped to do it. With this random group finder, this is how I plan on doing my heroics today too. Or my mythics rather. So before I sent my warriors off, or my followers for my warrior, I wanted to make sure I did everything I needed to get the mount. Now that that's done, all I gotta do is send these guys out. I may pull out a combat ally, but first I want to make sure they're all equipped with everything that they need. We'll spend this nether shards and artifact power too while we're at it. Can I get an augment rune as well? Yeah, there's the defiled augment rune. There's a version of that for sale on the Vindicar. And it's like the Repurposed Fel Focuser where you can use it every hour, or you can use it for an hour-long buff. And it pretty much replaces defiled augment runes. And all it is rep. You gotta buy it after you get enough rep. So I may end up doing that. That's just a matter of actually sending my followers off for every opportunity of rep I can get with follower missions. And 19.6 billion artifact power? That's quite a bit. Nether shards. Legionfall war supplies we don't need as much anymore. This is Legionfall, so let's level our followers up, I think. I want to do the fastest missions. We should get them all to 900 as well, so I think I'll do these. This has the highest chance of giving me a bonus, like 80% chance of bonus. I need to get all my followers to 900, so 2 more really. I only need 2 more of these Crocool armor sets to get them up. So I think I'll do that. There's a 65% chance to get a bonus. And then the rest is just, I guess, XP? Even though it's a 41% chance, we'll try to get some XP too. We can equip Hodir as a combat ally if we wanted. I think I'd rather send him off on a mission if I can. He'll have a 10% chance of getting this, but it'll still be worth it if he gets XP. Let's do this. Yeah, solo that, buddy. Good luck. Actually, maybe we can give you some troops to help you out. Maybe we could even increase his level a little to help him out. Yeah, true. Because once he's 900, I'm not going to be able to use that anyways. That's it. Okay. So, 41% chance. That's not bad. Not as bad as what I was going to do. Send him out with no chance. I got a lot of junk in my bags. I got all these Centenax things too now. I don't even need this many. I guess if I was really hurting, or if I knew somebody really hurting for nether shards, that'd be useful.
Death cannot stop me.
Alright, so we're going to hit up Argus. We're going to do our invasion points. We're going to do the weekly world boss, and then we're going to do some mythics. I want to start trying to crack into mythics with Psycocrusha. But doing all these first will make sure that I'm as prepared for those as I can be, at least this week. So what should we go out and do the Legion? Let's do the Legionfall invasion as well, because that's another chance at some gear that's only going to help us when we're doing mythics. You know what we should have did? Instead of jumping down at Dalaran, where did Cross This Landing go? We're going to jump down from from our Skyhold. We're going to jump down to what zone are we headed to? Val'Sharah. Let's do it this way. I forget that this is like a teleportation thing that I can use. I always go to Dalaran because it's like the hub. Alright. So Val'Sharah. Now we'll already be in the zone. We'll run out and do these. Now, since he's already done, he's got the Repurposed Fel Focuser. Everything else, I don't know if I get rep. I don't think I get rep with the armies of Legionfall for doing these. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. If I'm not getting rep for the Legionfall invasion, then I'll probably just do the 4 that's required to get to the scenario, and then be done with this. And then to make sure, yes, I accept global, other, experience, honor, reputation. So we should see reputation go up in our chat when we're completing these, if they award reputation towards the armies of Legionfall. And it doesn't say anywhere here that it does. We're just going to be getting nether shards and whatever the world quest reward is. So that'll dictate whether or not we do 4 or all of them. Pigro says, I got my Fury Warriors as my main character. Nice! Yeah, Fury is really fun. It's a little bit confusing to learn, because you got to balance like keeping your enrage up, and there's like different ways to make it happen. But it's definitely very fun. I went arms just because arms is, honestly, it's just easier. But I don't even think I do arms as well as I can. It's just a matter of experience. Like as you play it more, you start learning tricks and stuff. Do you like Frost do too? You like Force do too? What do you mean by that, Pink Rose? Oh, the Frost DK? Yeah, Frost DK is legit. Cuz has a Death Knight that's Frost. I went Unholy, but Unholy is kind of weird. Like, I don't really have a full grasp of it. Alright, it says reputation with the Dreamweavers and reputation with the Wardens. So I didn't get any armies of Legionfall rep there. So that decides it for me. I'm just going to do the 4 and then go do the scenario. My guess is the scenario might give me rep for armies of Legionfall, but I'm not sure. I like this one because I could just stay mounted and hit all these things. I don't actually have to go down and fight stuff. Okie dokie. So 2 more. We have Droll Maz over here. Pinkro says, I like Fire Mage too, it does nice damage. Yeah, Fire Mage is legit. That's what I started this expansion with. I went with the Warrior, and I was Fury like you are. I went between Fury and Prot. I ended up Arms because I didn't feel like I was living up to Fury, like damage wise. But Fire Mage, like I was also Fire Mage at the beginning. Oh, Naga crazy. I've always loved Fire Mage. It's weird though because it always felt like it was so gear reliant. Unless you were super geared, you weren't doing as much damage as everybody else. But with Arcane, you could easily do like as much damage or more damage than everybody else. So it's hard to not be Arcane whenever you're doing like progression stuff. Of course, I never actually maxed out my artifact weapon to see if it ended up doing better. Pink Rose says, I'm all characters too, one of each class. Oh, nice. I thought I was one of the only people with an alcoholic problem. As bad as I got it. It's hard though, it's hard keeping up with them all. Like, I feel like I'm missing out if I'm not keeping up with all of them and their gear and stuff. But then if I do that, it seems like it takes so much longer to get anywhere or do anything. I'm gonna head for one of these southern ones because I imagine after I kill this one, the place I'm gonna need to go somewhere around here after that for the scenario. We'll see. The taste of, I'll probably do the gold one actually. 10 villagers released, corrupted waters cleansed. Yeah, I don't mind that one. I'll do that one. Yeah, I find like whatever I'm on, I usually enjoy playing. Like each character has its own appeal in some way. Like the RP of it, like I really dig the rogue. Like I like the hemorrhage. My rogue's named Hemorrhage, the assassination style gameplay on him. And with him, like I go specifically with the exsanguate and like hemorrhage and like all the bleed damage because that's like his RP. Like I made him like a bleed spec, and I actually went out of my way to gear him that way too, which hurt us in the raid that I used to run him with, but it looked really cool. And he did good damage. He did really good damage, but he had the potential to do so much more damage if I decided to not RP with him. And I have Lucidil on the Alliance side, and he's a rogue as well, but he's spec'd Outlaw. So I really like leaned into the swashbuckler pirate RP with him. Gave him like an eye patch, and he had the dread blades and stuff. With the druid, I prefer, I think This expansion, though I haven't given it a try, I haven't really tried balance. So I'm not sure if balance is any good, but I know I prefer tanking and healing on the druid. But I always think if I'm tanking, I can do tanking so much better with Psycocrusha or Nightmare. So it feels like a waste to tank on the druid in a way. Same with the brewmaster actually, but the monk, like they're good and capable tanks, but I'd much rather tank on my paladin or my warrior. So certain classes like that are kind of weird for me, but they are good and I do enjoy playing them. I just prefer that role to be filled by my warrior paladin because it's just so much more fun. It's not even that it's more fun, it's like, I don't know, I feel like they're more equipped. It's weird, I don't know how to explain it. I guess they fit more of the tanking RP as well. Like, whenever I think tank, my mind goes to warrior first. But then like a paladin also in just like the RP sense of paladins, you think of a tank as well. You kind of think of retribution a little bit, but a paladin's like a protector by default, I would guess. Or at least that's the way I painted the RP of it in my head. Oh, I need to get these villagers too. I always forget these guys. Alright, so 5 more of those guys. There's a couple over here. There's another one. Go, go. The fence was blocking me. I was trying to leap over to him, but I guess it was LOS from the fence. Pink Rose says, I just do one character at a time. Yeah, I try to do that. I just came, like, since I've been back in the 16 episodes that I've done, and then all the playing I've done in between those episodes, I've barely decided that the warrior was going to be the one character for me. Alright, one more villager. Looks like we got it right here. Alright. Blackrick Hold. Okay, good. Bradensbrook was a good choice to do the last one. Oh, there's a chest here.
Well fought, champion. But there is more to be done before we can claim victory.
Alright, so he wants us to secure a passage to the ramparts. I think I actually need to talk to him. Yeah, I'm ready to go to the ramparts, so he's gonna fly me. That'll put me up at top, and then I'll clear Legion forces to get to the next level. Nani? Nandayo. Spin to win. I'm always like questioning my rotation. I'm not sure what the best practice is or what the proper rotation is with my current spec. I still haven't read up on the class, but at some point I'm going to read up on it and find out for sure. I'm currently set up where I got sweeping strikes, and Mortal Strike and Execute hits 2 additional nearby targets. So I'm hitting 3 people every time I'm casting those. But if I cleave and Whirlwind, I think I hit everybody. So should I be cleave and Whirlwinding and then Mortal Striking 2 times and then cleave and Whirlwinding? Or should I just stick to Mortal Strike and Execute exclusively whenever I'm not cleaving and Whirlwinding? Or should I be sticking to those exclusively instead of cleaving and Whirlwinding? I think the way it is like cleave, Whirlwind, and then Mortal Strike until cleaves back up, and then Whirlwind again, and then Execute top priority whenever that comes up. See, that time I did 1,000,000 damage there. So maybe that's the way. I don't think I should be doing it with just 2 targets though. I think I should be focused on my single target rotation whenever I only have 2. Might be a DPS loss to try to cleave with only 2 targets. You got a level 90 monk. Gear up 2 was your main before you quit WoW. Ah, nice. What spec did you go with the monk? Were you a Mistweaver or a Brewmaster? Or did you go Windwalker? I think I would like my monk a lot better if it wasn't the panda. Like, honestly, I like the look of the other pandas or the other monks more than the panda. Oh, cool! I got credit for that. Looks like we can do the scenario now. Yeah, I fantasized about. I mean, I may actually even do it. Like, I'm probably, if I can name change, I would name change and race change my monk. Like, I originally made the monk thinking he was only going to be a tank, and I've already told you how I feel about tanks. Like, if I'm tanking, it feels like I should be a warrior or a paladin. For a lot of the time, for a lot of expansions, I've kind of mained a tank, but most raids I would get into, I would end up as the off tank. So I kind of started leaning more towards DPS, and I've always thought DPS are a dime a dozen, totally like replaceable and stuff. I'd rather fill a role that was harder to fill. Alright, what are we doing here? We gotta beat Crush Fist, so let's go get Crush Fist out. I think this is where he comes, yeah. What's up, Crush Fist? Single targets where I worry about arms. I'm not completely confident in my single target. I don't know what would help it though. Rend maybe? I don't know. Just gonna pass these guys. These crystals are the reason why we're up here, so I'm gonna go for those. That needs to change. We don't need no foghorn going off every time I gotta get out of something. Fel Bombardment. This is what is this? DBM. This would be a challenge scenario. What's this called? Valshara. World events. quests. Demonic invasions. Alright, Fel Bombardment. This is sound 3.
Beware.
We'll change it to Beware. That's much better than Bam. The most recent DBM update started making it make that sound for some reason. I'm not totally a fan of it. I'd rather have it be something a little less obnoxious. Oh, standing in the schmutz. Don't stand in the schmutz. Please don't die. Oh, I couldn't just cleave those imps down fast enough to get another heal up. Pinkro says, I'm farming mats for the Sky Gloom mount. It sells for 700k. The Sky Golem. Oh, the Sky Golem. Is that the engineer mount? The one that looks like a giant mechanical goblin or something? Alright, where do we go? Reach the top of the tower. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, I want to get the rep for the Paladin exosuit mount. But that's all like a rep thing. 700k though, that's quite a bit. That's quite a bit of moolah. That's like, what is that, like three months of WoW? At least on this server, the shop's selling those WoW resub tokens 30 days for almost 200k.
The key to securing the tower lies in striking down their leader within. We must take that tower.
Oh, I got hit with something. That hurt. Can I heal 7? No, I can't use that here. Damn. That dark wave. I don't know if you can avoid that. That hurts. Let's kill this thing. That'll give us a heal. Alright, we're going to watch for the dark wave now. Next time we cast that, we're going to do our best to avoid it. Okay, so it's just a matter of running through him whenever he casts it. We can get out of that. Watch for Dark Wave, go through him. That's gonna almost kill this Shadow Priest, I bet. Cool. Mount a cannon and clear the skies. Pew pew pew. Alright, that's done. Up and away. Here's the Hippogriff. Can I just fly there myself? He took my mount. You bastard! So what's like the rarest mats for the Sky Golem mount? Is it like some kind of jewel or something like that, or is it just so much of the resource that it ends up being expensive? I wonder how those work too now with the what they've done to professions, where professions are now like, I don't know what how do you call it, like they're retrogradable or retroactive now. Like, I can start from level 1 enchanting and disenchant and enchant all the way up to max. Without ever having to go back into the old world stuff. Or get any of the old world mats. Are things like that mount and even like the Mechano Hog. Are those like... I mean, those aren't Legion mats, right? You'd still have to go back and get those specific mats that they used to require, right? I used to have Atlas loot, and specifically it used to give me information on like crafting mats and stuff like that. But since the Shift J, the dungeon journal things, jump off. Yeah, if we don't jump off, that ship gets blown up with us on it and we die. Forgot about that. You do that on another one and it's like you die because you're not supposed to jump off. You said you think so? Oh, okay. It's still a matter of going back and getting the old world resources. The battle for Val Shara complete. So we got Dreamweaver's rep for that. So none of that offered us a Legionfall rep. Wonder if killing rares and summoning Centinax things gives you Legionfall rep, or if the only way to actually get it is just doing these dailies for these Legionfall provisions. I think the only way to actually get rep with them is the provisions for Legionfall. We don't need an 850 neck, but we'll open it anyways because it sells, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna have to clear the bag soon. Got a lot of junk. What is free the tormented host? Tomb of Sargeras. Cache of Fel Treasures. Defeat the desolate host? What is that? The desolate host. Raid finder. Did we miss a boss? Oh no, that's Tomb of Sargeras, so we gotta actually do the old stuff. The desolate host. That's the Wailing Halls. So we can do that. I think all the Tomb of Sargeras stuff is still relevant. I may want to queue for these. We'll do that one and the Deceiver's Fall. I wonder what the reward for this is. Cache of Fel Treasures. That's worth it. And then I think these are blacksmithing quests. I'm not as interested in blacksmithing. No, these are Mikari quests. I may want to go do these. 2.5 billion artifact power. 2.5 billion artifact power. It looks like they're just quests. I need to do the invasion points as well. And then I will have been prepared enough to just jump into a mythic. I could probably jump into a mythic right now, but I wouldn't know what I was doing. That fact won't change even if I do it now or wait till later, but I can't actually join it while I'm waiting for this queue to pop. So let's get this cache first of Fel Treasures from the Desolate Host. Hey, Battle Lords about Thirsty Worm. How's theirs purple? Is it depending on your artifact skin? Dirty Harry the Bloodthirsty Prowmore. Human. Okay, maybe it's because he's human. Alright, so let's go to Dalaran and hit the Vindicar transporter. We'll get out to Argus and do some invasion points. It's going to be hard to do invasion points too if we're in Raid Finder. Well, not hard, but we can't actually join groups. Like we can't join a pre-made. So it'll just be a little slower. But that's fine. Yeah, I think it's this vendor over here has the thing that I'm talking about that I want to get. That works like defiled augmented runes. The light forged augmented rune. So this is Army of the Light Exalted. And by the time I'm able to get that, I'll also be able to get the light forged warframe. So doing whatever I need to do to get that rep is what I kind of want to focus on. I'm not sure the best ways to get rep with these folks yet though, because they're Army of the Light Emissary, not to be confused with Argusian Reach Emissary, which gives like Rune Strider mounts. Permanently enchants shoulders with steadfast enchantment, allowing wearer to obtain Argonite clusters from their in. This could be useful, getting Argonite, because Argonite converts into... Here, I'll show you. Rep with both of these guys would be good, and I need to figure out a way to consistently get that rep. I think it's just world quests and sending followers off, but there's got to be a better way than just that. So all these cost Argonite. What I usually do is I'll find out whatever my lowest item level is. Like right now it appears to be 880 Blood Relic, 880 Gloves, 880 Trinket, 880 Bracers. 880 is my lowest item level. So let's boost up our Blood Relic. Yeah, let's do that now while we're about to head to that Netherlight Crucible. So that's going to be a 910 now. Let's see what we get. A 910, so this is going to give us 9 levels to our weapon. And we got Exploit Weakness. The exploit the weakness tactician's chance has trigger is increased as if you spent 16 more rage. So exploit the weakness tactician's chance. Well, here it is. The name of it is exploit the weakness. Okay, I see. And it makes it to where tactician's chance to trigger increases or is increased as if you spent 20 more rage. Okay, so that tactician's chance. Tactician is you have a 0.75% per rage spent to reset the remaining cooldown of Colossus Smash and Mortal Strike. Ah, okay. So we can reset the cooldown of Mortal Strike and Colossus Smash with Tactician, and I think that's our mastery. No, that's just mastery buffs Colossus Smash. So just every time we spend rage, we're going to reset Mortal Strike and Colossus Smash with that. We're looking for the Netherlight Crucible. We need to boost the level of this. And we may want to actually, here, I got to register this data. And I'm going to pull up Ask Mr. Robot to see what they suggest. Pink Rose says, what's a good weapon enchant for warrior weapons? I don't know. Can you enchant your artifact? I don't know if you can. I don't think your weapons are enchantable anymore. Ask Mr. Robot. But this is something I started looking at here recently for information on gearing and speccing and stuff. I just plugged my character into that. And that's a new add-on. I know I gave you my list of add-ons before, but I've added one. Now I have this one. Oops, whoops, whoops. What's happening? Oh no. My bad. Nope, don't activate spec. Why is it saying that? Cycle between specs and equip to save gear for that spec. Oh no, I don't want to cycle between specs. So this is Ask Mr. Robot. It's an add-on that I've installed. And when I open it up, it gives me like all this code. Well, this code, I can come over to this website that I linked there. Let's go for Ask Mr. Robot. Okay. I don't know why it's saying that on there. Oh, okay. My bad. Come on. I wonder if that'll display the way I want it to. Pantheon trinkets, Ask Mr. Robot. I don't know if that's gonna work. I think I did that wrong. Okay, so I gotta remove this. I'm gonna add a new scene. We'll say window capture. And this is ask, or let's just say browser. Alright, so from that string of code that you see that I got from the add-on here, after I open it up, I'll walk you through it all. I click on Ask Mr. Robot from the mini-map. I get the string of code here. It tells you Control C to copy all this text below, and then go to the website, which is over here. And it's currently got something from Intoxicated up, but in this field right here, I just copy or paste in what I've copied from the game, and it'll auto-generate or populate my list of gear and talents and all this stuff like that. It takes everything into account that I'm currently spec'd as, and I can ask it for advice on what I should do for my gear. And actually I need to log out and log back in because it's showing. Oh no, this is the right one. The Gore Drenched Fetish. This item here was the blood relic that I just replaced. And what I want is advice on what I should pick up next. These are all upgrades actually. What I should pick up next for my relic 2 slot. So how do I do it? So this is here. Okay, Shadowbind is the Iron Relics second tier crucible thing. Ah, here it is down here at the bottom. So it told me to pick up Shadowbind as my my option at the crucible for the iron artifact there. Now for this one, the second relic, the blood one I have, I need to find out what it's recommending for that one now. And also the third relic, because I've upgraded my artifact to a point to where I can upgrade that one as well. So let's see, what does it recommend? There's a way to check it. I think it's down maybe. Upgrade finder, best in slot, relic explorer. Ah, here we are. Let's do relic, and we'll say for the Gore Drenched Fetish, kind of like moving stuff around. Alright, so the Gore Drenched Fetish, it says to go, it says currently it's got exploit the weakness, like that's the one that it came with. Now for the second one, what do I do? It lets you easily compare relics and crucible configurations to your current spec. From the current, pick the relic, press rank. Okay, so that's that one. So just hit rank, I guess. Okay, here we are. So it's recommending after exploit the weakness, for my next rank I should put points into infusion of light. So I'm still very new to this Mr. Robot thing. I'm learning it as I go right now. So based off of what it says, and it ranks everything here by like what amount of damage increase it'll give you. Has like a little chart here as well. You can explain it and view more details. I pretty much take Mr. Robot's word for it, though. I've messed with it before, back in Kata specifically when reforging was a thing. That's when I used to use it the most. So based off of that, it told me Infusion of Light. So that's on the right hand tier as opposed to Dark Sorrows. So it's saying that my damaging spells and abilities will have a chance to deal 101k holy damage, and then healing spells and abilities have a chance to heal for 101k. So that applies to my Victory Rush, I bet. And then that holy damage is more than the Dark Sorrows amount of damage it'll do. So we'll go with what it says there. And then it says for the third rank, whenever I get the weapon up high enough to use it, it's telling me to go with the Storm of Swords. And then back over here, that would be the middle one. Increases damage of Blade Storm. But I don't have to worry about that until this relic slot hits rank 3. And it won't hit rank 3 until I hit my artifact level up to 72. Which currently it's 66. So I still got a little ways before I get rank 3 here. So that explains the Blood Relics second tier choice. Now we need to find out the Shadow Relics second tier choice. So I'll go back to the website here. And we'll select the Mephistroth Snail. And then we'll rank those. And this is also taking my spec into account, my gear, and actually I wanted to change this, come to think of it. I want pre-tier 21 multi-target for what I have, because down here it says recommended for Mythic Plus, Harjaten, Mistress Sazine, and Desolate Host. It tells you like based on Mythic Plus, good for AoE if you have mostly tier 20 or earlier gear, and I'm definitely earlier geared than tier 20. So I need to save that, and it really honestly shouldn't affect too much of the decisions it made down here. I heard my dungeon pop. I'm going to have to join that in a second, but I wanted to illustrate this. So it still told me for the blood one to get Infusion of Light. Now I need to find out for Mephistroth Snail. Somebody else declined, so I got a little bit more time. Shadowbind. So it's telling me for Mephistroth Snail, rank 2 should be Shadowbind. Alright, let's do that real quick and join this dungeon. So Mephistroth Snail, Shadowbind. Accept. Good. So it made that choice based on my current spec, what I'm focused towards, which is pre-tier 21 multi-target, best suited for Mythics and pre-tier 21 geared players. And it also takes like my current gear configuration, like based on the stats I'm getting from my gear currently, when it's recommending all that stuff. So like Mr. Robot's really good. It's really confusing and complicated at first to try to understand, but once you're able to figure that out, it helps you. It helps you so much more, like be better and fine tune your class and stuff like that. All right, here we go. Let's go try these relics out. Now I probably should go to single target more. Let's make our abilities cost less rage. Avatar Trauma, Mortal Strike combo. I think everything else is good. Let's start doing the damn thing. Pinkro says I get it. Yeah, sorry. You can tell I kind of don't know what I'm saying or what I'm talking about because I'm like stammering and... But it's helpful. It is. Alright. Here goes the realness. Let's stay on Bellic as much as we can, if we can. And we'll switch targets if we start going up on our rage and stuff. Let's get a Defiled Augment Rune buff as well. Let's try to get some cleave in while we can while they're together. A little bit of cleave there. I'll interrupt that Pains of Guilt. Can't interrupt that one. Oh, he got that off. Tormenting Burst 2, Pains of Guilt, interrupt. Can't interrupt that one either. Fel Squall, run away. Now they need to separate them so people don't die. Balik, switch targets. Alright, we can go back to Balik. We need to move away from people right now. Once this is done, alright, it's gone. We'll interrupt that one. Psycocrusha, I'm coming up really high on this torment thing, so I'm going to switch targets. Because attacking that guy was giving me a lot of torment. I think by switching targets I'll accrue less torment, if I'm not mistaken. I got 76 stacks. We'll wait till we get a lot higher. Let's get some cleave in. Since they're together, we might as well. Alright, we're at 96. We're going to go to prison now. 99. This guy drops orbs as you DPS him, and that gets rid of your torment. So now I'm off of the list. I don't know how much I have, but I'll get enough to make sure I don't need to be back anytime soon. And I'm out. Let's go back over to this guy. Interrupt that Pains of Guilt. Start laying the deeps down. We're not very hard hitting currently. Like, we're at 500k DPS, which isn't very much, but there's not too much we can do about that because I don't really know my single target rotation. I'm kind of just spamming moves as they're available. Try to interrupt that Pains of Guilt. Somebody beat us to it though. We'll interrupt that Pains of Guilt. They're together so we can get some cleave action going. They have a shared health pool, so when you're able to cleave, I think it does more damage. They're telling us to run away, but we're just going to pop a raid cooldown and stay in the schmutz. Alright, our raid cooldown's out, so if we start eating it, we need to run. Nope, he finished casting, so we're good. I think that's where, like, real good DPS start to separate from the others. It's like when you can do something like pop a defensive cooldown and stay in the schmutz to hit them a little bit more. If you do that throughout the fight, it starts adding up, I think. Oh, I need to run in. I got up to 99, I wasn't even watching. Alright, we're good. Get some executes in. It was very unfortunate we had to leave during the execute phase because that's where we make our money. Hey, Blood of the Unworthy. Not a better blood relic than the one we had, but Stockpiler in our group can use this. Stockpiler, where is he at? This guy. Want that blood relic I got? So this guy here, let's give it to him. He has a 799 that'll replace. There you go. Grats on that. Okay, so now we need to defeat the Desolate Host. I was worried, I saw everybody leaving, that I thought that we'd join one that was at the last boss, but we still got 2 bosses to go. He is the 3rd boss for us.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
He said the one I was using was 799, so that 865 helped him a lot. Nice. Grats, man.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
We're gonna run in and pop some coolies and spin to win. Run in, popping coolies, spin to win. I should use my artifact weapon first. Need to charge out and get a charge in. It gives us more rage. This guy's almost at execute phase. The people we're fighting are kind of spread right now, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, we're good now. As long as they don't aggro this neutral mob. It's got a Stormheart headdress. Oh, that looks pretty cool. The Stormheart headdress. Psycocrusha triggers an ancient protective spell. Damn. Shouldn't have ran up in there, I guess. Alright, we're out. Got put on a timeout there. We'll save our cooldowns for the next AoE pull. Yeah, these guys are pretty much dead now. Damn, straight up feared. The CC is real. Yeah, I prefer using the PLH add-on to their rolling thing. They like to make people roll on gear, which I guess makes sense, but to me it's like, if you can get the add-on, like the personal loot helper add-on, it'll tell you who can use it and what item level it will be replacing. I like to gear the lowest geared people. So whoever has the lowest item level item equipped, I'll usually end up giving the upgrade I get to. Kind of like I did with that rogue. He was a item level 700 relic, I think. And I gave him that 865, so that was a huge upgrade for him. And that gets him into harder content so he can get even more upgrades later on too. Alright, here we go.
I claim first
Yeah, I think I need to look up how to do single target damage, because it feels like I'm doing it right, but it's very underwhelming.
No more dawdling, Casparian. Victory shall be mine. Retribution rains down.
That's got to change. Embrace of the Moon, Captain Yathe. Okay. Embrace of the Moon. So slash DBM. This is Tomb of Sargeras. Captain Yathe. This is Sisters of the Moon. And that was Embrace of the Moon, right? Embrace of the Eclipse cooldown. I think it's this one. We'll do that one. I like run away, little girl, run away. Caught a little sliver of the dark. Ah, I just changed that. I thought that was Moonstrike. Okay. Slash DBM. Some Fel LFR DPS right now. I already forgot what that was called. Embrace of the Eclipse. That's this one. So any one that has a 3. Oh, don't die. Alright, we got it that time. Got a heal right there too, so that's good. Let's get back to damaging. See, look at that. Just auto attacking there. Our DPS dropped 200k. We weren't even doing our rotation, so we're not doing much more than just auto attacking with the way I'm doing my rotation currently. That's kind of sad. Like, I know I'm doing something wrong. That's why I gotta look it up. Because there's something I'm missing. It doesn't seem like it would be too complicated because missed the the lights over here. There's only like 3 moves I gotta worry about. It's rotating cooldowns, yeah. But it should be Colossus Smash constantly, just maintaining Colossus Smash. I don't think there's a way to overwrite it or lose it. It could just be a gear thing, like maybe I'm not getting enough Tactician procs from spending a whole lot of rage. Maybe that's what I need to do. I need to figure out how to spend more rage faster. Now it's telling me Colossus Smash, Mortal Strike. I accidentally wasted it on an Execute. I don't understand its logic for the Execute phase though. I thought it would be just spamming Execute, but there's more to it than that apparently. Like maintaining Colossus Smash. I'm Mortal Striking for some reason, I don't know why. Back to executing. Like, tell me when's telling me to do these things in a specific order for a reason. I think I'm jumping the gun as well on execute. I need to have a certain amount of rage before I execute to get a proper execute off. So that could be a part of it. Yeah, there's definitely things in this rotation I'm not understanding or doing well. So I could do some work at that. Mortrid said, no, I can't loot. Oh, he didn't get credit for that boss. Ah! It was clearly on the ground right there. I saw it that time. So you can actually see the protective spells if you pay attention, I guess. Gonna have to keep that in mind. Ah, severed soul. If you stand in the schmutz with that severed soul, you get put on another timeout. Because all your moves reset. There's severed soul. We ran out of it that time. No loot there, it seems. Oh, he ran straight up the middle. Normally people don't do that. He's LOSing him. Smart. Wicked smart. Now if everybody else LOSs... Probably should have saved that spin to win for that. Wait for severed soul. Another severed soul. There's another severed soul. All those severed souls make it to where we get silence if we stand in them, so trying to avoid it. Which means we can't be in melee range. It's kind of unfortunate. Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away. Spin to win! We're third on DPS for AoE. We know how to AoE. Got that down pat. I mean, I could probably be doing a few things better, but I get the idea with AoE. And I guess I kind of am like geared for more like an AoE with the Mythic setup thing that I was doing. Like Mr. Robot's giving me stat weights and values for AoE specifically. So that is where I'm going to make my bread and butter, my money. But I'd like to still be somewhat viable at single target. And I think it's just a skill check. It's just a matter of learning what I should be doing for single target. Alrighty. This is the guy we're here for. The Desolate Host. And we're going to be able to get our cache of fell treasures after this. Oh look, this boss for the 4th time, this guy says. Actually, I don't know if I want to be Shadow. There's a lot of caster here. Yeah, we'll do Shadow. I prefer Shadow, the Shadow version of this fight. It wasn't as fun as a caster to do this part. We don't have a tank right now here. Pokemonks, I remember that guy. I've tanked with him before. I think I was on... I might have actually been on Psycocrusha last time I tanked with him. Need DPS in Shadow Realm. Oh, I'm here. Guess we gotta get a few more DPS in the Shadow Realm. Kick the AFKers. I didn't realize we had people that were AFK. Let's do the damn thing. Look at that fire mage. So cool. I love fire mage so much. That's a pretty legit sword. Oh, here we go.
As I serve, so shall you. Life and death interwoven.
I'm gonna focus these ads down. Get some more rage with that charge there. That's another thing I gotta kind of remember to do is jump out and charge like that every once in a while for some rage. Got a nice little AoE situation here. Pour on some spin to win. Let's focus these ads down. I'm gonna interrupt their BS. Their shattering scream. I got another one. Can't interrupt that one, not quite yet. Missed an opportunity there. I could have Mortal Striked. We can interrupt that shattering scream. Shattering scream, move away from others. Let's go this way. Someone interrupted it, thank you. So we're doing a little better this time. We're at like 600k deeps. We had a good start though. So much of it makes the start makes so much of a difference. If you get a good pull. I wonder about that too. I wonder if we're wasting Colossus smashes. Let's do one of these. That'll interrupt them, right? No. Okay, it doesn't. Shattering Scream, move away from others. This is the one shattering us. Gonna interrupt that off. Try to cleave these down a little bit. This one's in execute range. We'll start executing. Got a what you call it there? They time warped. Jumped up to 700k during that execute phase. Alright, so we finished this quest. It's going to send us to Deliverance Point. Let's go turn that in. Alright. I feel accomplished, like we did something. Got Psycho's mount. Did a little bit of LFR rating. I think with that we might just go ahead and I'll get this cache, this treasure here, and we'll probably call that a wrap on this episode here today. I may go into some mythics offline. I still have to do invasion points and stuff like that, but it's getting close to me having to call it right now time. So let's go turn this in. See if we get a Lego out of this cache of Fel treasures. I'm hoping we do. But yeah, one thing I wanted to mention with that Ask Mr. Robot is you can get stat weights. Like, it imports your character and stuff, but you could also get stat weights from it for your pawn. If you're using pawn values, like that's how I rate or judge whether or not something's an upgrade. I use pawn, and specifically the arm stat weights I got from Ask Mr. Robot, and it assigns a value to all the different stats. Like currently mastery is the thing I want to stack the most of, is mastery. And then after that it says that I need to go haste, crit, and then versatility, and then strength and all this other stuff. So I found out mastery is my main stat by getting values from the Ask Mr. Robot, and I could show you that here. I go up here to the top where my character's information is, and I say export to add-on, and from this screen that gives you this field right here that I have highlighted is the pawn values. So you just copy that into pawn, and I can actually do that here, copy, and then I go back to WoW, and I could go to pawn, scale, import, and then I would just paste that in here, and it would give me this tree. Deceiver's Fall. I'm probably gonna wait on that for now. I'm gonna do that later because it's about time I need to take a break. But first we'll turn this in. Got our cache of Fel treasures. We'll spend the artifact power we got from that and open up the cache. Cross your fingers. Groundbreakers gauntlets. That's actually not bad for us. That's a 13% upgrade, so still worth it. We got an 890 Raid Finder Warforged to replace an 880. And that brings our item level up to 911. Legit. They look cool too. Not bad. So with that, guys and gals, stay strong. We'll see you next time. That'll conclude episode 16 of Elude Stalwart playing World of Warcraft Legion, the Battle for Argus. Thanks for stopping by. See ya, Pink Rose.